Hello, how are you guys doing? Jen is here, Hootie is here, I am here. We're playing a game. How are you guys
Hi.
doing?
Good.
Cool.
I'm
Jen?
good.
Jenny?
Jen's good too.
Jen is slightly dead.
My cat's drooling on me.
What?
My cat's drooling on me.
That's adorable.
Nice.
Nice.
Good job, kitty.
Good job.
Man, don't
What?
encourage him.
It's adorable though. What do you want me to do?
It's not adorable. He's a fully grown man and he drools like a baby.
But he's a cat, so it's okay. If
Is
I
it,
did that, that would be weird. If a cat does it, it's cute.
Double standards.
Yeah.
I
How are
think
the sound levels? I kind of just rolled into this hoping that it wouldn't be awful.
I'm gonna pop your chat out real quick.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I should have sent that to y'all. What is this game? Fuck. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, maybe just don't, and let's just play it, and then everyone will find out.
It's a big concept game.
It's a very big concept game, and that's why I asked for artists to come by. Also, Nattykins, thank you for 8 months of support. Jen's cat is the definition of a man-child. I'm going to link the chat in the Discord real quick, so you guys can just pop it out. We're gonna be building a universe from scratch. Then we're gonna individually go to smaller and smaller sections of that universe, like events that happen in that timeline, and eventually getting down to very specific scenes in those timelines and kind of role playing it out. If you need art, or if you need something to draw specific scenes, I'm going to be checking the board more often than usual, just because I feel like it would be helpful to people who are who weren't here from the beginning, if that makes sense. So as far as I understand the rules, we need to come up with first the big picture concept of this history.
Mm-hmm.
Hootie floated the idea of letting chat decide. Jin and Hootie, what do you want to do? I'm fine with that, but I'm also fine with like coming up with things.
So I'm fine with letting chat decide it. If that's the case, though, if that's the case, you should give them a really difficult limitation, like 10 words maximum, like a single sentence, 10 words maximum, and it's got to be representative of a big concept.
So let's do that with Warhammer real quick, so that way people because they don't know what that means, and I don't know how to explain it. How would you, in a sentence, describe Warhammer?
War has existed for all time. Yeah, I don't know, something like war has existed for all time, and there are no victors, or something like that. They give
Okay.
examples in the notepad here that say, an ancient empire rises and falls, or cavemen at the dawn of time found the first civilization, or mankind leaves the sick earth behind and spreads out to the stars. So,
Okay, so I feel like that helps. So single sentence, what are we doing?
For the record,
Yeah.
can I just say that letting chat decide this is a terrible idea because they never do anything right.
That's
Just my
true. So
would you like to decide it then, Jen?
yeah, maybe we should just decide it, and we can bounce ideas off chat. They can be our fourth man.
You shouldn't put them in charge of anything.
Okay, Jin, what do you want the universe to be about?
Inside this water bottle that I'm drinking right now, there is a tiny universe of 1,000,000 tiny beings. Aquatic beings I cannot see them, but they are there.
Is the water bottle specific?
Can it
Like,
be
is
any water bottle?
This is a Dasani water bottle, but personally I prefer Fiji water, so let's pretend like I'm drinking that. It's sitting right next to me, so I think it counts.
Okay, so inside a Fiji water bottle, there is an entire universe of people.
They don't have
Okay.
to be people. They can be
It's
Of
entire
creatures.
universe of beings.
Beings. Let's go with beings, because then we can, like, have dinosaurs or whatever.
Yes.
Okay.
Dinosaurs is great. They should be aquatic dinosaurs, but not like underwater sea dinosaurs that exist already. They should be made of bubbles.
Okay, so
Okay, let's start with that.
let's start with that. So the big picture, I'm gonna just put that like right up the top here. I'm gonna that's super abstract, but sure. How do I make a
There
note
are no
card?
rules.
Here, actually, this might be
There are
better
rules
just to
against
put in the
abstraction.
note on the side.
Where? Oh, just on the side of the board.
Yeah, like this big
Oh,
picture.
over on that. Yeah. There's
Uh-huh.
a card, like a little thingy for it.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Do I
So-
do that? Okay.
Yeah. No, that's fine. I think off to the right is fine.
Okay. Sure.
So,
All right. So, within a Fiji water bottle, was it?
The
yeah.
soft
Fiji-
taste of solid rock. The distinctive taste of Fiji water is years in the making, just like this universe of bubble dinosaurs.
What the
That's too long.
No, Within within a Fiji water bottle, an entire universe exists with creatures. I guess. You can skip the "I
Oh.
guess" part.
An entire universe of creatures or beings or something like that.
Beings, creatures, whichever. It doesn't really matter. We're gonna decide
Exist.
what those are.
Okay.
Okay, so
Got
now
it.
we have to decide, as far as the palette, what are some like hard and fast rules of this universe? Who wants to go first? So these are elements. So in 40K, you would say demons exist and are real. Humans have lost track of where Earth is. You know, stuff like that.
Or, wait, you're talking about adding to the palette right now?
Because I think that's where we're at in the steps, right?
No, we need to do the bookend first.
Oh, okay. So this is the
So-
start and end of history. I feel like that's harder to do when we don't know who is in this universe.
No,
the
it's easy. The
Okay.
start of history is when the water bottle is full. The end of history is when the water bottle is empty.
Oh, shit. Okay, yeah,
Okay.
I'm alright with that.
Alright.
So then we have to
Go with
decide if either of those are good or bad things. I
Okay.
feel like the start of history should always be a good thing. Unless if you're like a mathematist, in which case it was a bad idea.
The start of history is a good thing because the world is at its largest and there's the most to explore.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll
Uh,
post that over here at the starting period. So the water bottle is full.
History begins, the water bottle. But if you want to do stuff on the table, I'll do it
Yeah.
in the side. The water bottle is full, and then the history ends. The water bottle is empty.
Yes. And would you say that's a good or that seems like a bad thing? Unless if everyone's
It
an
is.
asshole.
A mysterious ending because the inhabitants of the water bottle do not know when the world will end or why. Or what
I
will
would
happen
say-
when the water bottle becomes empty.
I mean,
Yeah,
like,
I'd say the easiest way to do it would probably be the starting period of the water bottle being full is good. The
Hmm.
water bottle being empty is bad.
okay. So we're gonna say that the ending is bad. Our story ends badly.
Okay, there's a lot to play with there.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. That's a good start to our story. Okay. So now is the time where we choose ingredients,
Um,
and that can be, yes. Each player can add or ban one thing from the palette. Repeat until a player doesn't want to add or ban anything.
oh boy. Okay. So
Okay.
let's see.
Do you want to
Who wants
roll
to
and see
start?
who goes first?
Nope, don't care. Yeah, you
Okay.
guys pick something, and I'll say something at some point. All right. So the explanation of the palette is that we are basically doing like a ban list. It is things that we can include and things that we cannot include. Things that make the list don't necessarily have to appear, but they can. Things that make the no list can never, ever, ever appear. Just not possible.
In
What do you
40K,
guys got?
that would be, fluffy kittens never exist. God kings exist would be a thing that does exist. I don't know why I'm so bent out of shape about 40K. This is a super weird story, and I'm already loving it. Fuck. Well, Jin, do you want to start?
Ancient volcanoes exist, but my cat's drool does not exist. Because if he drooled into the bottle universe, it would upset the balance of the world.
How about you pick one of those and we'll go around the table again?
Ancient volcanoes.
All right. So ancient volcanoes are a yes for you?
Yes.
Okay. So Jen says yes to ancient volcanoes. We don't know how that's going to work in a water bottle, but we're going to try to see how it works out. So, cool. What about you, Rev?
I'm going to say fuck. I kind of want to do something like Dante's Inferno-esque, that there's more sediment at the bottom of the bottle, and the higher up in the bottle, like, the less, like, fuck it is.
Okay.
I don't know how to how do you describe that? Like,
Hell?
well,
Yeah.
or I guess it's just like there's
Heaven
deep sea
and
creatures,
hell?
or like there's bad shit at the bottom of the water bottle. There we go.
Do you mean like physically bad stuff, or are you talking about like a caste system within these creatures? Or
Oh shit. Do I want this to be like water worlds where they're on the surface? Shit. Do you want to go first, Tootie? Because I don't really have my idea figured out.
okay, I'll go first.
Okay.
I am immediately banning SpongeBob from this entire
Thank
game.
you.
So fuck
Really?
SpongeBob. You can't actually talk about SpongeBob because I know what's going to happen. We're talking about water worlds here.
Can I clarify that and say that SpongeBob, like the entire SpongeBob, like cartoon line and related SpongeBob?
No. I don't have to specify. I'm
Okay.
saying everything SpongeBob. That means memes about SpongeBob. That means the character SpongeBob. That
Okay.
means jokes about SpongeBob. Nothing.
Okay.
Get the hell out of here with that.
Hey, this is why we're not letting chat decide ideas, because that's exactly what it would be. But you don't have to worry about that, because you can rely on us, at least me. I don't know about Colin. I think he probably would bring up SpongeBob, to be honest.
I wasn't gonna. Now I want to, but I can't.
Now you can't. You literally
Whatever,
cannot.
Mr. Botocross.
Yeah. All right, buddy. What do you got? Yes or no?
Okay. Aliens.
Is it yes or a no?
Yes. Yes, aliens.
So we have it.
No, demons. Let's go with demons instead. That's cooler.
Okay, so demons. Demons are a go. Okay, for Rev. All right. Okay. Jen, yes or no? Something. You don't have to pick something, by the way. Like, if we decide we want to be done at some point, one of us can just decide not to put anything on there, and then that round is done once the rest of us are chosen. The moment someone stops putting anything on the cards is when we stop.
Tropical rainfall?
Is it yes?
Are you just reading things off the back of the bottle?
No. Yes. No.
God damn it, Jen. So you want tropical rainfall?
I still think that both of them are interesting places to be and environments, okay?
Okay.
So you want tropical rainfall as a yes?
Yes.
Okay. Got it. You got another one, Riff?
Let's let it be your go.
Okay. For yes, I want to have. Ooh, damn. Hmm. Okay. Seahorse cavalry. Seahorse cavalry. That's what I want.
I want to say exploration is huge. Like going up and down in the bottle, they're trying to figure out what's going on.
Okay. So wait, what are you suggesting?
Uh, ex. Fuck. I guess that just sort of happens. I want them to get to the bottom and the top of the bottle.
Okay.
He
So-
wants it so that the world has been not fully explored, so people have a
Yes,
reason
that.
to explore it.
Yeah,
Okay,
they
but
haven't figured it
would
out
there
yet.
be a reason for me to assume that that wouldn't be the case? I guess is what I'm asking. Because these are specific examples of saying, yes, I wish for this to be a thing, and most people are like, huh, I wouldn't have thought of that, but okay.
Unexplored world.
I would say
Yeah,
like
unexplored world is pretty
yeah,
easy.
unexplored world. Yeah, that's it.
I mean, okay, I just feel like you don't need to state that. Like it's something that
Okay,
that doesn't need to be argued.
fair enough.
No,
I don't know
it
how
could
to make
totally
silicon
explored
based.
world like Earth, and then they'd have no reason to do anything, and it'd suck like it does on Earth.
Okay.
Yeah, I
All
feel
right.
like if they're stuck in the bottle and they know they're stuck in the bottle, then they wouldn't try and do anything. But if they don't
Okay.
know they're stuck in a bottle, then they're going to try and explore.
All right, I'll put unexplored worlds on there. Something, whether or not that means. I mean, are you specifying whether it means that there are other water bottles out there that we don't know about?
We don't
or...
know. I'm going to go with we don't know unless if someone else wants to say we do. But we don't know the
Okay.
contents of the bottle.
Okay. We don't know the contents of the bottle. We don't know who lives there yet. We just
Yes.
know that there are unexplored worlds. Okay.
Yes. We haven't
Jen, do
seen
you
the
want to add
edge.
something?
Do bubble dinosaurs still not count because they're Bubble Buddy on SpongeBob, or is that like
Is Bubble Dinosaurs a SpongeBob thing?
Bubble
no?
Buddy is, but bubble dinosaurs are not.
Okay. I don't care about Bubble Dinosaurs. We can put Bubble Dinosaurs as yes.
Hell yeah!
Okay. I'll add it. All right. Bubble Dinosaurs. All right. And I'm going to go the other route and say that Vinny is banned from this game. So,
He's not even here, man. Give him a break.
nah, I'm just going to take the
Vinny
take
can't play
initiative.
this game with us.
I am literally banning Vinny from our universe. He's gone. There is no Vinny here. Bye-bye. What about you, bud? If you see him tonight, you can tell him that I banned him from Bubble Dinosaur Water Bottle World.
Fuck, I love that. We're not yesing to V-dubs. Shit. I'm having a lot harder of a time with this than I thought. I expected not a water bottle.
Like, do you want explosions? Because explosions don't usually happen like in a water bottle, no matter how big it is or how small the things are.
Neither do entire universes, but here we are.
I don't know anything else about it either. It's
Yeah.
It's your go, man.
I can't think of anything else I really
If you don't want to add anything, you can just say nah, and then we're done. Because you're the last one to pick here.
Nah, unless if you guys want to go another round without me, I'm fine with that. If you guys have other things you want to add.
If Jen doesn't have anything, then I'm just gonna say nah. If she has something, I could probably think of something in the next 5 seconds.
I can't think of anything I'd want to ban because I don't think this is going to go anywhere weird considering what the ban list is right now.
Okay.
I'm good.
You good? Okay, then I won't add anything either. All right, so there is our list. Our palette consists of yes to ancient volcanoes, demons, tropical rainfall, seahorse cavalry, unexplored worlds, and bubble dinosaurs. And will be absolutely no mention of either SpongeBob or Vinny, courtesy of me. So
We can't. Tumblr doesn't exist in this world. We didn't even have to say that.
Our world is a utopia, so Tumblr wouldn't exist in it.
That sounds right.
Okay.
Yes.
So for these 3 steps, we pretty much were working together to do this, and now we are no longer working as a group for most of this. We don't decide as a group, we now decide as individuals. We're almost like small gods, sort of, creating the events here. So,
And if you guys haven't figured out by this point, the name Microscope, we're going more and more specific. So we've just created like the general rules of the universe, and now we've got to make periods and stuff.
Okay. So, and if you missed out on it, you can look at the little text that's on the right-hand side there. Our big picture is that within a Fiji water bottle, an entire universe of beings exist. The history begins with the water bottle being full. It's a good thing. And then history will end with the water bottle being empty, which is considered a bad thing. We're now at what we call first pass. That means each of us gets to make a period or event in any order. So which one of us wants to make a period or event right now? Nobody?
Do you got an idea, Hoots?
Let's see.
I feel like we got to start with a period.
Starting with a period is fine. So, period is a very large chunk of time, usually decades or centuries, depending on your history. Okay. Let's see.
Although I guess you could make an event at the start of the history.
You could. All right. Let's see. How are we going to start this off? What?
I'm gonna make my. Is it cool if I do one?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's any order.
I'm gonna
You go for
say
it.
that the bottle is opened.
Okay.
I'm gonna put that like smack dab in the center, and you can kind of push that to the left or right.
Okay. So the bottle's opened, and it's gonna go between, of course.
I'm gonna say
bottle
that's a
being
good
full and
thing.
empty. Okay. Can you describe it a little more? Like, is there anything else that happens regarding the bottle? Why it opens? Any aftermath for the idea of it opening?
No, because I feel like those would be events. Right? Like why it opens and like why that's good. I think that seems like a late history thing to do, but I feel like it's something that needs to happen.
Okay. I just feel like there should be a little bit more description there.
Okay.
Like in the...
Something opens the bottle. Like something bigger than any of the beings in this universe goes and just opens the bottle.
Okay.
How about that?
Is the thing unknown? Do we know what it is?
Yes.
We do know what it is.
I'd say we
Okay.
don't. Well, I kind of want to believe that there are religions about what's going on, like in any universe.
Okay.
Someone who isn't Vinny opened the bottle.
Okay. If you say his name again, I will end you.
I'm just one of the. I have a problem when someone places restrictions. I want to like immediately go to them. Like Vinny wearing a SpongeBob shirt opens the bottle. No. The bottle is opened.
Okay, so the bottle is opened.
Yeah.
So what other details should we put on there, if any? We don't. So
I'm gonna let that continue from there. Like someone else take a turn.
okay.
If you want to be more specific and add events.
So you just said a being opens the bottle.
Yes.
A being larger than anything imaginable opens the bottle.
Right.
Okay. So that's what we have. Okay. In that case, then I'm going to take the ending period and move it down.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to say in between the bottle being opened and the end of time, I want there to be, let's see, where's not seen. I want period. So here's a period, and I want to say dark waters, or rather a dark liquid is added to the bottle.
It's passing.
And oh, did you say whether it was light or dark for the bottle being open?
I did, and I said it was a good thing.
Okay. I'm going to say this is a bad thing. That the
Okay.
dark liquid is added to the bottle, and that something is bad. The liquid brings about new beings into the bottle,
Okay.
and there can be no harmony when two sides exist in the bottle.
All right.
And I'll also state that the being that opened the bottle is the one who added the dark liquid. Done.
Cool. All right, Jin, your turn. You can add an event, which is a more specific thing than a period, or you can add a period.
Can I add a recurring event?
What do you mean by recurring?
That every indeterminate amount of time an event known as the Great Sippening happens and parts of the universe are seemingly destroyed.
That to me
Although-
sounds like a legacy. That sounds like a legacy. That
So
you
I
can
would
add.
create the first sippening and then make that as a legacy.
There you go. Yeah. So
So
maybe pop an event like maybe in the starting period. Maybe that's where the first sippening happens.
All right.
do you want that to be before or after the first opening?
It has to be after the first opening. It's first
Okay.
Could be a
has to
vampire.
open. And then
All right. Okay, so let's do an event right here. Is the big sippening a light or a dark event? Is it good or bad?
it's bad, I guess. It depends on
Okay.
how you look at it. Is the bottle half empty or half full?
I think at this point it would be mostly full, but then it got opened, and then someone's starting to drink some of it.
Okay, so we're going to call this the Great Sippening, and I'm going to put your name on it so that we know that you added it. And what happens during the Great Sippening, Jen? So we know that the bottle's been opened. What happens then?
The universe turns upside down, and there is an imbalance in the amount of liquid and air.
Within the bottle.
Yes.
Okay. Does anything else happen to, say, maybe the inhabitants of the bottle because of the Great Sippening? Do things leave the bottle? Is everything just tossed around and jostled, but nothing leaves?
I would say it opens the opportunity for new beings to be created in both the air and water sides of the bottle.
Yeah, because I
Set up.
guess the more sippenings that happen, the less space there is. There's more air and less water.
Okay, so there's more air. After it happens, there's more air and less water in the bottle.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely put the art on the board. I'm gonna check and see. There's no art yet, but make sure you tag me in the very least in the art, so that way I can pull it up.
All right. So at this point, we get to begin play. Now someone is going to be the lens. Does anyone want to go first?
I kind of got an idea for something that I want to have happen. So
Then you take the lens
okay.
because you're the one that's going to be dictating what's going on.
All right. I'm gonna say so. At this point, I throw in another period, event, or scene, right?
Correct. You started off.
Okay. So I'm gonna create.
Well, you probably should have at least declare your focus. Where is the focus right now? What part of history do we want to look at?
Okay. So that's what I was gonna get to. I want to add a period where, like the civilizations have been founded, and I'm gonna create an event in that. How do I? Can I select multiple things? I can. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna create a period before the Great Opening.
Okay.
That scene is good.
Okay.
Where they're going, that they've, the civilizations are created.
Civilizations are created. Okay. Do you have a name for it, or you just want me to say civilizations are created?
I'm gonna think that there are several of them, and I think I spelled civilization.
I got it.
But and then I'm gonna throw an event under that where they start to explore outwards. Like they want to find where the edge of the world is, because they can't see from where they're at in the center of the bottle to the edge. And I want to say that they start their exploration and they find the edge.
Okay. So one more time, what exactly happens during the event? The civilizations start to branch
They
out?
start exploring and they find the edge of the water bottle.
Find edge of the world. I guess.
And I'm gonna say that's a bad thing because it freaks everyone the fuck out because it's weird.
Okay. So civilizations seek out the unknown in the bottle
Yeah.
and find the edge of their world. Sends a shockwave
Yeah.
amongst them about knowing they're contained, I guess.
So I'd like to focus on, I guess, that time period.
Okay.
So not necessarily that specific event, but like that's what I want to have happen. I guess that's like the age of exploration.
Okay.
Is that a better way of saying that? I don't know what the fuck.
No, that's fine. The age of exploration. That's fine. So let's just go back and say
Instead of several civilizations.
the age of civilization and exploration.
Sure.
Or
Yeah.
just
Or maybe
or
like
just say exploration.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Let's just say exploration. I'm gonna assume
Okay.
that they're civilizations.
Okay, that's fine. So, all right. So maybe actually a better thing might be that your period is that the civilizations are exploring. That the event is that they found the edge of the bottle.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Sorry, I still don't really know how to do things
That's okay.
specifically.
That's okay. We're figuring it out as we go. So
Exactly.
All right. So, Jen, what would you like to discuss or put in here for the period or event? Or is that whose turn is it? I forget how it goes.
So she's now got to do something with the age of exploration. either an event or a scene related to that.
Okay.
One of the civilizations comes upon an ancient volcano, and they find that inside of the volcano there is actually a race of bubble dinosaurs. And since word has been spread that they've reached the edge of the universe, they begin to tame these creatures in order to explore the clouds.
So that would be an event after mine. Is this a good thing or a bad thing?
This is good.
Okay. Summarize what exactly happens again. Is it a new race of beings that's discovered, or?
Yeah.
Okay. So discovery of bubble dinosaurs.
Yes.
Okay.
Can bubble dinosaurs fly?
Yes. That's why they tame them to explore the clouds.
Okay. So a flying race of bubble dinosaurs, is discovered amongst the volcanoes.
Yes.
Okay. Discovered among ancient volcanoes, and they are used. They're discovered among ancient volcanoes. Can't spell right now. And they are used to. They are tamed for exploration purposes.
Question about how tabletop sim works. If I spawn in the iPad, can I go to websites? Like, could I bring up the border with it?
Yeah, should be.
How do I do that? Objects, components, tools, tablet. Cool.
There you go.
Okay,
My
and then I
thing's
can
frozen real
just.
quick. There we go.
Sorry.
It's all right. You're all good.
This is like the weirdest way that you could surf for porn.
Let's see. Okay.
There we go. Cool. So we've got this art from. Yeah, that's fine. So here's some art from Joey. Can I make it?
You can make it bigger.
Oh, I just want. Oh, I can make the iPad bigger. Oh. There you go. So it says a brand new. No, it's okay. You don't. And then we got this art of a Dasani water bottle that says Universe on it, and it's by Medi. How do you
Looks
make this
good.
bigger?
Plus key.
Plus? Okay. Okay.
There you go.
All right, cool. That's a good start. Or no, it's
All
Fiji.
right.
I'm very sorry. It was a Fiji water bottle. This is important.
Okay. Not to throw our universe into a huge thing of dark events, but I'm going to go ahead and throw a dark event. Actually,
Thank
wait.
you, Jed, for the 16 months of support. If I'm bad about not responding to people's subs this stream, I'm very sorry. I'll try and do it on my turns. Hootie.
I'm working on what I want to put here. How about we do this? Where do scenes go? How do scenes get placed?
You place them under an event. And
Under
then
an event?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you would say something like, maybe when they find the edge of the water bottle, or when they find the first, like, how does that go down, or who's like the first guy who's like, hey, maybe we can ride this.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna create a scene, and is there a reason why I can't? Whatever. So let's do a scene. I'm gonna move this down real quick, and So the scene for them finding the edge of the bottle. And I'm just going to go ahead and dictate what happens.
I think
Not really
you want to
sure
do
how
it
this
like
works.
this.
Like that? Oh,
Yeah, I
okay.
think that works, right?
Okay, that's fine. I want to say, uh, I'm going to say a new religion forms right after they discovered the edge of the bottle. And the new religion focuses on let's say the religion focuses on on the idea of a large thing that can be made out from, or rather, a large blurry form that can be seen sometimes if you peer beyond the edge of the bottle. It is believed that this form created all of the world and will one day
Destroy it.
No, this is supposed to be a happy thing.
Oh. That 2D, thank you for 10 months of support. Nick, thank you for gifting Aqueous Absolution a sub.
So I'm going to say it focuses on the large blurry form that you can see beyond the plastic edge of the bottle. And that they believe that it created all of the bottle and that one day that form will visit them. So, and we'll also call it, religion is called colonism. And
okay.
they believe in the one true Colin. Done.
Cool. Okay.
Easy.
All right. So a religion that believes in an existence of a supreme being that exists outside of the water bottle that they were able to see when they went to the edge, and they call it colonism.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Yep.
And we're role-playing out this scene, so that means that you need to decide some characters, or at least maybe your character.
I'm really just dictating. I'm really just dictating the scene. We don't need to.
So we need to answer a
much.
question here. What is the question we're answering in this scene?
The question that we are answering is, let's see, I gotta kind of look back and see what kind of question I want to ask. I'm going to say the question is, and I'll add it to the form here, do the beings of the bottle believe in a higher presence?
Okay.
And the answer is yes. Yes, they do. At least the ones that are following the new religion known as colonism.
Okay. This game is called Microscope. It is free. It's on Tabletop Sim, and it's free in general, honestly. All right. So, who do you want to be, Hootie?
Who do I want to be?
Yeah.
For what?
For the scene.
He's dictating it. That means we don't roleplay anyone.
Yeah. I'm just dictating this one to make it.
Is that a thing we can do? I thought we had
Yes.
roleplay scenes.
Nope.
Oh.
You don't necessarily have to. So you answer the question. You can't change
play
the future.
or dictate. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay. So in this, there are some people who believe in it, and some people who don't, or is it just like everyone agrees that there's something beyond?
I'm gonna make the assumption that not everyone joins this new religion. So there may be those that simply don't believe there's anything beyond, and that it's just a trick on the eyes, or they simply think that it's a dumb idea.
Mm-hmm.
But
okay.
yeah, that's my scene. So
I think that's one round of the lens, or at least my thing of the lens, right? So,
after each player takes a turn, the lens gets to go again and make history one more time. So you can make 1 or 2 nested things again.
Okay.
During the Age of Exploration.
Fuck. Part of me wants to actually do the scene where they find the edge of the bottle.
Yeah?
Yeah,
We can do it.
I kind of
Okay,
feel
okay.
like doing that.
Okay, all right. No, I
Or
feel
like at least like the discussion of whether or not they should even go in the first place. No,
Okay.
let's do the edge of the bottle. Like they actually find it and they're like, "What the fuck?"
Okay, so
So I'm gonna say they're all on a wooden boat and they've gotten to the edge of the world, and they just suddenly one day run into like something.
okay.
I'm gonna say this is a good thing. No, this is a scene.
This is
I'm gonna say this is a good scene. I'm gonna say that like generally speaking, everyone thinks this is a good idea, or turned out okay. I don't know. The question. Okay, how about this?
Okay.
They get to the edge of the world. They bump into the plastic, and then now they've got to decide. The question here is what do they do? Because they've got to either go back or like what do they do now that they've hit the edge of the world? Because they were expecting it to be round or something, and instead this universe seems to be flat, or at least in a bottle. So now they have to decide what they're gonna do.
Okay.
So I'm gonna edit this. Explorers find the edge of the bottle. What now? Okay. I think it's semi-translucent, yeah. I think Fiji water bottles are, but also I don't know how good the eyesight of the people inside the bottle is. Like, can they see through like miles of plastic?
I think of it as that they can see something, but they can't really make out what it is.
Because I'd imagine that if you were just sailing along and you didn't expect there to be a wall at any point, and then suddenly finding like a completely clear wall, it's going to be like, what?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, I'm gonna say everyone on this boat is like someone from the exploration team.
Okay. I'm gonna be the captain.
Okay. What is your name?
Igneous.
Igneous? Okay.
Igneous the captain. Captain Igneous.
Okay. Jin?
Can I be like the sparrow in the sparrow's nest?
Sure. What is your character's name?
Nine, 36, 37.
That's the time. You can't name your character.
That's the second hand. What the hell, Jen? Damn it! I was gonna be like 9's actually kind of a cool name.
9 is a cool name. 9:37 is exactly the time right now.
And in a minute, it won't be anymore.
Okay. Jen's character's name is 9:37. I'm okay with that. I'm gonna go with 9:38. One of the other guys on the boat. We're all numbered.
Okay. All right. So everyone's numbered. Gotcha.
Okay.
Okay. So I guess we just hit the
I'm
plastic.
like, yeah, we've just hit the plastic. Yeah.
Okay. Huh. All right. So the captain like freaks out and just like throws his hands off of the wheel and goes like, "Ah, assist damage! Assist damage! What hit us? What hit us? Somebody give me an
Captain,
answer.
we've hit something.
What did we hit? I see nothing. I see nothing out there.
We don't know.
Crow's Nest, where? 937. What do you see?
I've been warning you guys that something's been approaching for like 5 days. But
I
you
assume
guys
that
didn't
you're
listen to
drunk
me.
or something because I see nothing. I literally can't see anything we've run into. What is the issue here? What's going on?
So check this out. I say, spiraling down the crow's nest thing hole,
Uh-huh.
and then I go to the side of the boat and reach my hand over the side
Are
of
you
it.
sure you should be touching that?
No, but that's never stopped anyone else before.
Someone
yes, it
brace
has.
her.
No one actually has done that before.
Grab
I'm
onto
doing
her
it.
arms.
I'm
And
doing
shake
it
some
right
stuff
now.
all over.
I'm gonna try and restrain her. That's a really bad
No.
idea. We don't know what that is.
But we'll never know what it is unless you let me touch it.
But what if it kills you? There's no
Then I
water
die.
beyond that point. Have you noticed
Stay,
that, Captain?
938. Stay. History favors the bold. 937, go. Touch it. Tell me
I'm-
what it feels like.
It feels like a material that I don't recognize, but it's kind of smooth and glass-like, but also kind of pliable.
Captain Bliss looks dumbfounded. 938, you touch it. Tell me what it feels like.
Yeah,
Is it what 930?
I feel it as well. That seems about right, Captain. It's not as hard as glass, but it feels wet to the touch.
That's because we're in water.
That's probably true. Yes.
938's a bit
Permission to
touched in the
stop
head. It's
touching
okay.
it.
you may, of course. This is mind blowing. No one, who would believe that we have a limit to our world here? What could this possibly mean?
Does it go all the way around?
If it does, what does that mean then? Are we trapped?
Do we go back or do we go around? Captain.
I don't know. I can't do this. Igneous takes his captain hat off. He just puts it on the wheel. He says, I can't. And with one smooth motion, he just dives overboard.
Hey, swim to the bottom and see if there's an ending to that too.
137. He's gone. We've lost him. We're a
Nah,
ship
dude,
without a
he's right.
captain.
He's right there. I see him. He's still in the water.
I
He's
can't
kind of-
swim! Help me!
You
Help!
should throw him a rope. There's like lots of rope on this ship.
He's-
Just like put
He's
it
dead.
over
He's
the edge.
dead. We can't do anything for him.
Not,
I'm still choking down here!
there,
He's dead.
dude. Grab onto that seahorse.
The greatest captain that
there.
we've ever had. He's dead.
No.
We've killed him. The madness killed
Seahorse.
him.
How do you become the captain of a ship and not know how to swim? Who hired you? It wasn't
Who
me.
needs to swim to pilot a ship? Who swims on a ship?
Isn't it a bad idea to talk ill of the dead?
He's still alive, by the way.
He's dead.
Still
He's
breathing.
very clearly dead. He's off the boat. He
No,
must be
I
dead.
don't. No, I'm. This
Remember
rope,
that last guy who fell off the boat? He's dead.
There's rope hanging from the mast. I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm sorry. There's a ladder on the side of the boat. Also, I'm just gonna throw that down.
937. You're just crazy.
So Igneous will probably get pulled up by the rope, and and it'll go down as one of those stories where he tells no one. He says to swear it to secrecy, and then everyone tells their friend, and it becomes one of those urban myths.
I think he should become an undead pirate captain, the first one and only in the world.
I think he's dead.
He's undead.
Okay. So, did we find resolution to that question?
What was the
Whether or not
question?
we, yeah, what was the question?
What happens once they reach the edge of the bottle? And apparently, it's just everyone turns into a
Apparent,
jackass.
apparently, from what it sounds like. It sounds like people start questioning what's going on in the world, and some people even find it so world breaking to them that they either try to leave the world in some way, or they just are just left kind of broken. So
Okay.
He was never the same again.
I don't
after
know
that.
how to edit that card to represent what just happened.
so here we go. So Q, what happens when the ship's beings find the edge of the world? And then we had characters were Captain Igneous, and then 937 and 938. And resolution was it's accepted that the world has limits to it, and we don't know, and the beings don't know how far it goes. It's also crazy enough
Yeah,
to
that's
break
kind of a
some
good
of the
question.
minds.
What even were those things? What is Captain Igneous 937 938? What do they look like?
What did you guys think they looked like? I'm curious. Because I saw them as kind of like sort of bipedal, humanoid-ish, but they were also had like kind of tails. They were like light blue, and big like kind of fish eyes. I guess I was drawing a bit from the one fish guy in Hellboy, maybe a little bit. That's what
I'm
I saw.
I'm fine with that because that's more interesting than humans, which is what I was going with.
Human. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think bipedal like Abe Sapien. That's the name of the guy, right?
I think so.
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
fine
so.
with that.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, cool. Now we have a thing so that way artists can actually draw it. All right. So I guess that ends my turn and I got to choose a legacy?
So you finished the focus, okay. So player to the right of the lens, which I believe would be Jen. Jen, you pick something that appeared during this last focus, something of what we discussed during this turn, and you make it a legacy. And a legacy is something that can like span over history. It's like common threads that can stretch throughout time. They can be anything too. It can be like a person or an object or an idea or an organization or whatever else. But it's stuff that you think is interesting and you want to keep it in the spotlight.
Little dinosaurs being mounts that you fly into the air. People taming them.
So that happened after the religions and
Let's pretend like it didn't, and it was just coincidence that they found them in the ancient volcanoes, where it's just somewhere they didn't look previously.
I mean, I guess if they were exploring anyway, they'd probably run into some weird shit like dinosaurs. So you want
Yeah.
to carry
Yeah.
on talking about dinosaurs?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So write the legacy on a card.
So there's one
Um,
up near Jin's thing.
okay. So I will write down, and then one, we'll put Jen down, and we'll say the bubble dinosaurs are her legacy.
Yeah.
She wants those to be prominent. Um, the same player, so Jen, you pick a legacy and you can make an event or dictate a scene about it. No period. You can't play out a scene. You just make an event or a dictated scene. It does not have to be well, I guess it kind of does because that's the only legacy we have right now. So, um, yeah, take your legacy and make a new event or scene, a dictated scene about it.
The first person that actually is able to tame a bubble dinosaur and then becomes a bubble dinosaur riding guru, and then can go on to teach other people how to ride them.
Okay,
Hydration
so
bot is here. Thank you,
They're
Hydration
scared.
bot.
all right. So that would be a scene token or an event token. Is that more of what would you say?
Well, we've already had an event where like they find them, right?
Okay, so is this a scene? Is it like a prominent moment in time regarding
it's
this, or
pretty important because that leads to all the potential sky exploration. It's like
okay?
the moment when their universe is further expanded by their ability to use creatures flying in the air.
Okay, so okay.
Do you want that to be an event or a scene?
I don't know the difference right now.
So an event would be like if you said, okay, these animals get domesticated, and I said, okay, so you're talking about like a process that's taking a month or two, where they just sort of they work with them and then they become domesticated. Or are you talking like there's a specific scene where, one person or one group goes through something specific that helps with the domestication of them, like they do the fucking raptor scene from the new Jurassic Park, or
Yeah, like that, but
like
with
that.
dinosaurs, where maybe like one person is not afraid, so they
That'd be fucked up to see a
like
bubble dinosaur for the first time. It'd be scary as shit.
like the plot of that movie with the black dragon named Toothless, but with bubble dinosaurs.
How to Tame Your Dragon?
Yeah, how to train your bubble dinosaur.
Okay, so are they like difficult to train? Is it like a bitch to train them?
Or are they like golden retrievers where they just want to be happy and pleased?
They're like cats, where they're mostly indifferent to your presence, but they're also large and somewhat terrifying.
Is this a good
Okay.
thing or a bad thing that they've figured out that you can tame dragons?
It's good.
It sounds good to me.
Okay. Okay, let's say the first bubble dinos are trained, and is it anyone specific that trains them? Is it like a group that wants to focus specifically on training them, or is it just like overall they figured out how to do it?
It's like a person in specific.
What's his name?
Yeah, who's the first domesticator of bubble dinos?
A very determined female of unknown origin, because I can't think of a name right now.
What time is it?
It's
9:50.
9:50 train them? Perfect.
No.
Maybe. I mean, it could have been one of the random people on that boat.
The first trainer that pioneered domesticating the bubble dinos was named.
Do you need like a random name generator?
I'm looking at things around my room, and there's like
Okay, Kaiser Soze.
I see like 5 Squirtles and
Skylar,
Addy
Brooklyn, Regina, what? Brittany, Megan.
Brittany Megan. That's the whitest name I've ever heard.
No, no, separately, those are two different names.
Sorry.
The whitest woman ever.
Brittany Megan.
Hootie, please.
I'm definitely making her my legacy when that comes up. Okay, so what was her name? What was her name, Jen?
Roxy Juleps.
Roxy Juleps. Julips?
Yep.
Okay, Roxy Juleps.
Is that a lip gloss?
Because of her her dedication, bubble dinos became commonly used for exploration.
More like it was more like an inclusive civilization of people who knew this like difficult and somewhat hidden ability that would sort of teach each other down the generations of how to do this thing, which is difficult and mysterious.
Okay, so training these things is not easy, nor is it widely known then.
Yes.
Okay. Training is not easy nor widely known, and Roxy's efforts produced like a line of trainers that, or a secretive line of trainers that all know how to do this. Like they're the ones that you go to in order to, make a bubble dino listen to you.
Yep.
Okay. Produced a line of effective trainers that kept their secrets guarded. Great.
Cool.
Okay. Cool.
All right, so who does it pass to now?
So the new lens, to the left of the lens, so that's me, I become the lens. Okay,
so you get to name a period. You can make two things, right? Or is it...
You can nest them, yeah. But I want to take a quick break.
Yeah.
Why don't you go ahead and look at our full history, just to bring people up to speed that have gotten in. And
so
I got to go check on my wife real quick. So
Gotcha. I'm going to do that and then go to the bathroom. So, in the beginning, the water bottle was full. The entirety of our universe exists within a Fiji water bottle. Directly after that, or sometime after that, civilizations start to seek out the unknown edges of the bottle, like where are they in the bottle, and so on and so forth. They eventually find the edge of the water bottle, and it ends up being kind of a clusterfuck, and a guy almost drowns, but it's okay. Based on what their findings happen to cause, religion is started called colonism, which is about a being that's seen on the edges of the world, some sort of blurry creature. And some of the people believe that there's like a higher power called Colin, I would assume, based on the way that Hootie has done this. Oh, the one true Colin, yes, that is there. Sometime after that, bubble dinosaurs were discovered in an ancient volcano, and they were tamed for exploration purposes by specifically Roxy Juleps. She does not... It's hard to train bubble dinosaurs, and there's a line of bubble dinosaur trainers that keep their secrets to themselves. So you have to be a bubble dinosaur trainer. A little while after that, the water bottle is opened, and everyone thinks that this is probably a good thing. But then after that, the great sippening happens. They start drinking... Something starts drinking water out of the bottle, and the universe is tipped upside down. There's an imbalance in the amount of liquid and water in the bottle, and there's, afterwards, less water and more air in the bottle, creating an opportunity for new beings to be in the bottle. In a dark portion of our history, a dark liquid is added to the bottle at some point. Do bubble dinosaurs have bubble butts? I don't know. We'll have to discover that, or Jen will have to tell us.
That's SpongeBob talk, banned.
The SpongeBob talk is expressly banned. During this portion of history, a new liquid is added to the bottle, and the creatures from the dark liquid are not friendly. And so, I guess, war. And then at the end of our universe, which we kind of haven't gotten through a bunch of history yet, but anyway, at the end of the universe, the water bottle is empty. We don't really know what happens in between any of these periods yet. But there are bubble dinosaurs, there are ancient volcanoes, there are demons, there are tropical rainfall, seahorse cavalry, unexplored worlds, and bubble dinosaurs, as previously mentioned. There is not Vinny or SpongeBob, however. And that is the existence of our universe so far. I'm going to go pee. I'm going to bring up a BRB. I'm not going to mute the audio, so if you guys want to keep talking, that's fine. But I'll be right back. Also, I'm doing an art stream soon. Not on this channel, on the arcade channel itself, which you can see on screen right now. It will be on Friday the 6th at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. And you can come by and paint along. I have a list on my channel. If you go to the most recent video, you can click that and see a list of all the different paints you need in order to follow along. If you want to do your own thing, that's totally fine. But that is going to be happening. I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'm going to leave the mic on for y'all so you can keep talking.
Cool.
Let me put it on a game screen so you guys can look at stuff. Ooh, oh God, what did I do? Oh, there it is. Okay, I'll be right back.
Hi, everybody. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. That's funny. Hey, everyone. What's up? If Vinny is banned, yes, we can't talk about Vinny. I specifically made that a thing. We can't talk about SpongeBob, and we can't talk about Vinny. Didn't say anything about anything else, but yeah. Hello. How are you doing? What's going on? You still here, Jen?
Yeah, I'm here.
How are you feeling about this so far?
Wait, what? Hang on. What'd you say?
I said, how are you feeling about this so far?
I feel like I want to go into detail about how to train a bubble dinosaur.
Yeah, well, that is certainly a thing that we can discuss when you become the lens. That is definitely a thing. So yeah, man, we've already covered quite a bit of history here.
I feel like it, yes, and I'm back, and I have gushers. I'm going to eat them right next to the mic. It's not a terribly, like, noisy food, but I'm doing that.
Gushers, huh?
Yeah, they're good.
I feel like you either love or hate gushers.
What do you think?
I think if I were 14 or 15 again, that I'd say yes. But
I'm 30 and I still eat gushers. How does that make you feel?
Indifferent. I feel completely indifferent about your decision to eat that.
It's like all of the taste and flavor of a really good piece of fruit, but not of any of like the good parts of it, like, you know, where it gives you vitamin C or something.
Yeah, those don't taste like fruit, but I mean, I don't want to step on your shoes or anything like that. But I just got to throw that one out there. They don't.
And that's part of what makes them great.
If I want to embrace my inner child, I'm gonna go get some. What would I go get? What would my inner child be? What did I have?
Well, apparently not gushers. So
mine was something that's. Mine was my personal favorite, which I know is not something that would extend to you, but is the plain peanut butter sandwich.
Oh yeah, that's not something I've ever had.
Yeah,
as that I'm still alive.
It's magical. I'm fairly certain this stuff causes me chest pain at this point, but it is difficult to give up the peanut butter. Very, very, very
Isn't
difficult.
peanut butter like super good for you if you work out?
It's high in protein for the amount that you would take in, so you can utilize it in smoothies and other things in order to increase the amount of protein that you're taking in.
Is it like Nutella?
In what respect?
I don't know.
It's like Nutella, but Nutella is better.
Nutella's hazelnuts. I don't know the actual breakdown of how good hazelnuts are for you.
I mean, like, I'm talking more about like taste and consistency and all that.
I've had Nutella only a couple of times, and I'll be honest, it wasn't for me.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't care for it that much.
I thought we were friends, but no, I'm not sure about that.
Well, okay.
I love you, Hootie,
that's
but you're wrong.
fine. Ooh,
Nutella
I'm
is
wrong.
great. Have you ever had
Nutella
Nutella on a
is.
waffle?
I've had peanut butter on a waffle,
Okay.
and it's really good. I've never had Nutella on a waffle though.
It's
No.
really good.
Okay,
You should try
I
it.
should try it sometime.
You should.
I should.
You should.
Maybe I should try some Nutella again at some point when I
And
don't
some
have to
Gushers
buy
again.
I'm gonna skip the Gushers.
Okay.
I feel
I
like they're
shouldn't
gonna
push
make
my
me
luck
feel
then.
ill.
Okay.
I'm gonna feel ill on those. Yeah. So I already put enough bad stuff right now. So
I
won't
put
be-
exclusively bad stuff into my system.
And look at you, you're rail thin.
Yep.
And I'm not jealous of that.
My body is a
fuck.
temple filled with trash and garbage.
And somehow it all works out.
I wish I was allergic to peanut butter so people wouldn't give me shit when I say that it tastes bad.
You could just say that you are. I do that with
I've
avocado.
considered it.
You say that with
Avocado is
avocado?
great. I
I've
will
thought-
fight you right now.
Avocado sucks ass.
Avocado spread is
I've never heard a
amazing,
person be so wrong.
right?
I'm sorry, you're the
Man.
person who doesn't like Gushers. Your opinion's not valid when it comes to food anymore.
Excuse me? No. In the realm of
Avocado
public opinion,
tastes like
Gusher-
rot. It tastes like rotten, like, fruit.
What avocado have you been eating?
Obviously a rotten one.
That's all we make in Texas. It's avocado. Like, so let me get out of Texas. No, you get out of Texas, KY. I was born here. Anyway, hi, KY. Also,
Hi, KY.
avocado they put on everything here, and it gets annoying.
Yeah.
You want to have something spicy? They throw avocado on it, so that way it's like not as spicy. I wanted to like feel pain, and now you've got all of this bullshit on it. Just let me die. Like, let me have something painful in my mouth. That's why I ordered the spiciest thing you have.
Why don't you just
Why
eat the
don't you
peanut butter?
Go rail Captain Crunch if you want to feel pain and then die.
Yeah, just gargle Captain Crunch, and I'm certain that you'll feel good. I am disappointed in your disgust over avocado. That
Avocado is
blows my mind.
awful.
Okay, hold up. I gotta ask the next follow-up question because this is how my mind works. Sushi, yes or no?
Sushi, I can't eat most of the time because it has soy in it a lot of the time.
Oof. Ouch.
Yeah. So, of it that I've had, it has been good.
What about this
What
like
are you? What?
beach
Hootie?
club thing from Jimmy
Yep.
John's? That thing is great and it is avocado on it.
See, when I get something that's supposed to have avocado on it, I'm like, I can't. No.
Why are you
But
like this?
When they
But it
make
isn't
queso
because-
at like Kirby, like the world famous Kirby queso, right? Has guacamole in it. I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Doc, I just don't understand you. I'm just gonna
When
go
you
ahead
come
and-
here to Texas, we will go to Kirby, and I will get you your guacamole in your queso, and you'll probably like it, and I'll be grumpy about it, because I love you as a friend, even though you're wrong.
I look forward to it. I do.
As long as there's not
Um,
any fucking peanut butter. Or tomatoes.
What?
Hmm?
You don't like tomatoes?
Tomatoes are gross. They're like boogery inside and taste like sour, sweet poop.
I'm iffy. Tomatoes are too acidic for me a lot of the time, but it depends on how they're used.
It
I
depends
won't take
on
them in
where
my
you're
sandwich.
from. I've found, because tomatoes down here in Texas are really acidic-y, but up in New York, they're really sweet.
Yeah,
It's
and
based
they're
on
all
the
sorts
soil.
of-
So, like, up in New York, it's good. Down here in Texas, it's sort of a necessary evil, like a byproduct of other things. Like, pizza needs to have it, but, like, I'm not just going to go chomp down on a raw tomato like you would an apple.
Yeah, but
Mm.
tomato sauce is not a tomato.
Not exclusively.
Go on. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Tomato sauce is not a tomato. A raw tomato is a raw tomato, and tomato sauce is like a ground up tomato that barely even is a tomato anymore because it's got so many spices in it.
You're talking about
That's
eating just
totally.
like a raw ass tomato for
Yeah,
who does
that's
that?
why. That's why I like complained about the consistency because the inside of a tomato is like full of seeds and boogery.
Yeah, all right.
All right. Okay, so
Anyway,
I am the lens.
yes. What are we
So
talking about now?
I would like to focus more on the Great Sippening because I
Okay.
find it intriguing. Um, and let's see. Hmm.
Would you eat a tomato raw, Hootie? Just like an apple?
No, no, never. I can't even bite into stuff raw. I have to cut it up.
Huh.
Can't do it because I'm missing two of my front teeth and I can't bite
Oh,
into things
true.
right now.
What
And I haven't been
about
able to.
cherry tomatoes?
No, no. So I did a type of diet a
Hmm.
little bit for it lasted a couple of weeks and unfortunately I got off of it. But one of the meals that it had me make one day, it said you can have 6 ounces of roast beef and you can also have some Italian dressing on cherry tomatoes. Um,
That sounds all right.
it w- they were very specific. You must have the food that we put down here for the first 4 days. My stomach does not do well with beef. My stomach does horribly with tomatoes.
Ah, yeah, that would be not a fun
And
time.
no, and I tried it. I said, okay, I will listen to what you're saying, and then that was the last thing I did in terms of following the book to a T. So it was very painful that day. I had a very powerful stomachache.
That sucks
So
ass. I'm very sorry.
that's okay. Those books don't know you as a person, so you tend to have to get around it. It told
Mhm.
me to also drink other things like whole milk and things like that, and I said nah, I'm gonna use rice milk because I know I do better on that.
Yeah.
So okay,
Anyway,
it's
the Great
so
Sippening.
the Great Sippening. So here's what I'm going to do because I'm a jerk. I'm gonna do a big scene.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just going to do the one scene. I'm not going to do the nested thing, at least not right now.
Okay.
So here's my scene, and for
So,
my scene,
for the
I'm
sake
going to
of the
say,
lens, we have to stay in this period. Is that right?
yeah, let's stay in the period of the bottle being opening. I'm choosing to focus on the Great Sippening, and for this particular scene, um, I am going to say that, uh, hmm. We'll go with the world turns upside down. So pretty much as the sippening is happening, um, the air the air replaces the water, and vice versa. Um, Entire cities are sloshed, and
That's
the
horrifying, but it's kind of funny.
death toll is uh, catastrophic. So that's
Okay.
not how you spell
I'm
catastrophic.
gonna
But
assume
in
that's a
any
bad
case,
thing.
it is a bad thing. Um, Also, what ends up happening is the civilizations within the bottle that exist solely above the water um, are begin to erode from the exposure of the water below, crushing into them during the sippening. And I want this to be a scene, and in the scene I want there to be a question, and I want the question to be the question to be who doesn't survive the sippening. And I want there to be two specific characters. I want um, I want a mayor. I want a mayor of one of the cities, either below or above, and I want the Great Colin to be one of them as well. The Great Colin being the person that is actually performing the sippening.
Okay.
So, I can't choose my characters first, so whichever one of you can either grab one of those two or pick someone entirely different, and if you do so, that will mean that I'll have to fight it out with the other person as to who takes those
So,
two other roles.
two things I want to mention real quick about the rules. I mentioned this before, but not on stream. You can have more abstract concepts as characters.
Okay.
For instance, like an army or whatever. We could have an entire civilization as far as like what they decide as a populace be that, and also you can name characters that no one is actually playing, and then you can just tap over to every now and then and do something with. So you could do that with a civilization. You could do that with like the mayor's aide or whatever, and no one's actually playing the mayor's aide, but every now and then someone takes on the role just for a second to have something happen. I don't know if that changes anything.
You know what? Maybe I'll just take the mayor out. Maybe I'll just say one person has to play the role of the Great Colin.
Okay.
So.
I'll take that. I feel
Just
like
take the
I was
Great Colin?
typecast, yeah.
All right, Jen. Jen, who are you role playing for this scene? World turning upside down.
Mermaid Scout.
A mermaid scout.
Yep.
Okay. All right. And I will play. Shoot. I will play the Captain Igneous.
Who's very clearly dead.
He's not dead. He survived. Okay.
All
So, all right. So, the scene is thus of the cap being removed off of the lid of the world, and the dark presence, I suppose, the foreboding, absence of light that is created over toward the top of the world, and then suddenly everything begins to jostles around. By jostle, I mean it's like if someone flicked the marble of Earth.
Hey guys, Hydration Bot says I need to get some water real quick, so I'll be right back. One sec.
God, what if Hydration Bot was in this world?
Anything from the kitchen?
Get me a soda. He's not gonna give me a soda. I don't even want a soda.
Thirsty today.
He didn't get me a soda.
Okay.
God.
Gonna go with some water. We have these bottles of water in the kitchen, just that way it's easier. So when we're gonna go and get something, like we're gonna go to work or something, we'll just carry a bottle of water with us instead, and we just keep refilling the same plastic bottle. But anyway.
Okay. So.
What is everyone else doing?
I'm saying the Captain Igneous is hanging upside down from his own crow's nest, as his ship is now vertical, like poised to. Oh God! What's going on? Ah! 839, 954, 210. Where are you all? I'm gonna go down the big drink. What does the Great Colin do?
It's water. It's all right.
Are you role-playing drinking your water while you're role-playing the being drinking the water?
Yeah, that's why I went and got water out of the kitchen.
I'd be mad if that wasn't so disgustingly meta. Okay. So, how much do you drink? The Great Colin?
I mean, according to Hydration Bot, I need to drink exactly 4 ounces every hour.
Oh shit! How long is our timeline?
I don't know.
I think I
mean,
just
I
realized
usually
the,
go
the
through.
history, the history of our civilization may only be like 12 hours long.
Well, it depends on when it was put in the refrigerator. Hey, thank you, Yoel, for the host. I don't know how to explain what the fuck we're doing here, but just hold on, because I'm drinking water and it's super important.
We're telling stories. Colin is the god, and he's drinking a water bottle, and it's really important.
Yeah, I'm.
Jen is a mermaid scout. What is she doing?
Trying to tell you what's happening.
All right.
The world's
Right.
turning upside down.
Why?
I don't know, but I told you it was going to happen.
What you knew?
We've experienced this a few times in our lifetimes. People tell stories about it where I'm from.
I don't know how to accept this.
No, maybe get some ginger ale or something, because it's going to be a wild ride.
If I let go, Captain Igneous will fall many, many stories into the water below. He'll probably die.
Once he hits the water, he's totally dead. That's how it works.
That's not how it works.
He's really high up now, man. Jeez, there's a difference. There's a difference between driving overboard. Or
Just jump, I'll catch you.
you catch me?
Maybe. I don't
Okay.
know.
Captain Igneous jumps.
I leap into the air like carp as they're migrating upriver to spawn and catch you in a way that we both land back in the water and you don't break both your legs.
Oh, thank the sea, thank the great Colin. Wait, don't thank the great Colin. He's still drinking. And so you drink what, 4 ounces of water because you're specific?
Yeah, I mean, Hydration Bot says to exactly drink. I need to, over the course of an hour, drink 4 ounces of water. So that means in like, how many ounces are in a bottle of water? Of Fiji water? That's important.
How big is the bottle?
Depends on how big the bottle is, but
Well, according
this
to
bottle
this
that I have is
yeah.
500 milliliters, so how many ounces is that?
Well,
So,
600
someone
is
with a
about
math brain.
600 is about 20, according to the water bottle I've got right next to me. So
17 ounces approximately, 16.9 to be specific.
okay, so I could totally drink that in like a stream. So that's like 2 hours. That's the duration of our existence.
So the duration of our civilization is only 2 hours long.
Yeah.
Great. This is awesome.
Yeah,
Maybe
but
it
on
makes
a
sense that we
cosmic
call people by
scale,
seconds.
That's why people have names that are time, because
That are
time
time.
is really important
Time
in
is
this
really
world.
important to them.
Time is money, friend, and
I love it.
also life.
That's such bullshit, and I love it.
That's great. We don't name each other, but I don't know why how Captain Igneous actually got a name, but
He's a wild child. He decided to go with something different.
he's a very wild child. In fact, he's going to try and make out with the mermaid because she saved his life.
It's during spawning season for mermaids, apparently. So you know,
We could create a whole new race of people.
that's really weird.
What? What do you mean it's weird?
I don't know. How do you fuck a mermaid?
Listen,
Jen's got some advice to share with you.
when we're migrating upstream, our bodies undergo many changes, like our tails becoming more like 2 legs, and also vaginas.
That seems like it would be really difficult for everyone involved. Like trying to swim when you have like going from being able to like swim with a tail to having like stupid human legs for swimming seems like the most inefficient way of like surviving. But okay.
Not if you have flippers.
Okay,
Well,
so
what
mermaids
awful god put us inside of a Fiji bottle to begin with?
to live for almost exactly 2 hours.
to live for half of an average stream.
Yeah. Let me explain what's happening because Yoel hosted us, and I want to explain what the fuck's happening because this is weird. And then we'll get back to your turn. Is that okay, Hoots?
That's fine. That's fine.
Okay, so we're playing a game where we're setting up scenes, events during this timeline of this universe, and this universe takes entirely place within a Fiji water bottle. Um, and at the beginning of the universe, the water bottle is full. Um, Directly or sometime after that, the civilization starts seeking out the unknown edges of the world, the universe, and they end up finding it, and everyone freaks out about it. There's Captain Igneous, who's on a boat, and they end up finding out that the world has limits, and it scares the shit out of everyone. And so they go back to report back about it. New religions are formed based around this divine being they saw outside the bottle named Colin, and it's called Colonism. Hootie made this card. Followed by that, they ended up finding some bubble dinosaurs inside volcanoes, which they decided to train. Roxy Juleps trained them in order to create like a culture of training dinosaurs. And then from there, the bottle is opened, and the Great Sippening happens, which is what you guys were just witnessing. And the world turned upside down, and I drank water. That was my job during that scene. Then in the next period, a dark water or a dark liquid is added to the bottle. I'm not sure why I'm doing this, but there's a war probably between the two liquids, and then the water bottle is empty. And that's the end of the universe. Some rules for the universe: ancient volcanoes, demons, tropical rainfall, seahorse cavalry, unexplored worlds, bubble dinosaurs, SpongeBob, and Vinny are not allowed. And that's where we are. It's Hootie's turn. He's decided we're going to be talking about the Great Sippening. That just happened. I drank some water. I'm going to actually go put this water bottle. Actually, no, it's actually cold and nice. I'm probably actually going to drink that.
So that's the only that's the scene. I'm gonna say that unless the Great Colin somehow dies during this happening, I think everyone actually makes it out okay. So yeah.
Okay.
Why is there no Vinny? There isn't.
There just isn't. That was a specific rule that Hootie
Yeah.
decided to. The reason that there's a religion based around me and the reason that there is no Vinny is both Hootie's fault.
Yes.
This is an objective fact.
It is an objective fact that it is absolutely my fault, and I take all the responsibility for it.
Being Vinny is illegal. Also, SpongeBob is illegal. We have some art here from Medi of the ship that touched the edge, which is...
I like the
got a
hashtag.
Yeah.
Hashtag ship.
Hashtag ship. Let's get that trending. Not for
I
any
ship
good
it.
reason, just hashtag ship.
Hashtag
Tweet it
ship.
out. Make the guy on Twitter who's supposed to try and make sense of the Twitter tags go like, what the fuck? Okay.
All right.
So
Which one of you wants to go?
doesn't it go in rounds? So wouldn't it mean that it would be Jin's go to decide what happens during the Great Sippening?
I think you just take turns. I'm done as the lens for this moment. So,
Okay.
so you guys either focus on the sippening, or I'll even let you focus on the period of the bottle opening.
Okay. Do you want to go, Jen, or should I?
You can go if you want.
Okay. So I'm going to say, based on what we know about bubble dinosaurs, that they were kind of like normal dinosaur sized, right? But the bubble dinosaur trainers started breeding them. This is an event, I should say that. And it happens before the Great Sippening. So what they end up doing is they start breeding them, sort of like we did with wolves. And instead of making them like smaller, like pugs and dachshunds and stuff, they just start making them bigger. And so they can put like cities on them. And I'm gonna say the first bubble dinosaur based city is founded. Is that a period or is that an event?
I mean, that would be an event. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, go ahead. Write that down on the card. Put that down the card, and I will be back in like 90 seconds.
Okay. So, because they needed more. I don't think that's how domestication works. I mean, like, it takes a lot of fucking, but, like, I guess bubble dinosaurs get it on pretty fast. Anyway, that happened. And Hootie just left for a second, so, Jin, what are you gonna do with your bit?
I don't know. I was gonna go into more about how you train a bubble dinosaur, but if you're
Alright.
breeding them into cities, I guess that's kind of how you do it.
Like, they put it on its back.
Okay, I'm back. What'd you do?
Just discussed how a bubble dino city is formed. They put it on its back, and it just sort of chills out in the air. Because they're like, well, we can't go out anymore to sea because there's a wall there. So let's just go up.
Okay. Sure. All right. The first bubble dino city is formed.
And this is a good thing, because everyone's like, yay, we got more room, and it's great.
So wait, the dino is actually the city itself?
No, it's the landmass that the city is put on.
Oh God. How big have they made these things?
They made them really big. It's sort of like how they did with pugs, but in reverse.
God. This is awful.
No, it's awesome. That's why it's a good thing. The bubble dinos are cool with it.
They're cool with it? They just lay dormant and don't do anything?
They can, like, fly around and shit. It doesn't really matter.
So the cities are like floating?
Yeah, they just go around. Like,
Oh man, this adds so many questions to the sippening. What happens?
well, that's why it happened before the Great Sippening.
Yeah, I get you. That changes things a little bit.
Yes. Jen, it's your go.
Do I have to name something that's happening during the stiffening? Is that what
It's
I'm
got to
doing?
be within the bottle opened period.
Yeah, something within the column there.
What's with the changing numbers? That's their ping. Or their score.
I guess deep down at the bottom of the bottle where all the dark liquid sinks to, something starts growing and eventually becomes a race of people or creatures or demons, I guess.
Where does that happen in this period?
Well, the bottle is open and that's when the liquid comes in, right?
No, I'm drinking it.
You said this was during the bottle opening.
Yeah,
Sipping.
I mean, I guess I didn't close it. I'm looking at the bottle on my desk right now and I haven't closed it yet, so I could totally pour something in it right now if I wanted.
Yeah.
Something already did get poured in it, though, was that dark liquid.
No, that hadn't happened yet. That's the next
Hasn't
period.
happened yet. That's the next period.
So the bubble dinosaur cities know when to migrate as the bottle is moving so that they don't get destroyed. So they rotate and move and eventually get really close to one of the sides as the bottle is turning over because it has to be sideways for a while. And they have to make a pretty quick migration to the top and then all the way around.
That's fucking cool.
Huh.
Is that, I guess that would be a scene, but you've decided how it goes? Like a dictated scene?
Could be like a dictated scene, like something that happens like right after the world turning upside down or before. Maybe they know how to avoid it or something.
Magnets.
Don't do this to me.
What?
Where does this scene go, Jen? I'm gonna let you put it down, rather than just putting it somewhere.
I thought it happened during the sippening or the opening of the bottle.
Yeah, but like, is it where in order? Because these things happen in order. So it goes left to right from my side, and then up to down. So the era is the bottle is opened, and then the first bubble Dino City is formed. Then sometime after that, the Great Sippening happens, and during the Great Sippening itself, the world turns upside down and everything goes to shit.
So it happened after that, because
Okay.
that's the dinosaur island migration for the dinosaur city. The Dino City, majestic dino, bubble Dino City migration that happens once the sippening. And then people that are in the water can look up and watch it happen. And they say that trails of bubbles are left as they travel across the sky.
That's adorable. I love this.
In this? What's this ping? Ping.
And also there are rainbows in the bubbles, because that's what happens when you reflect
What was
water and bubbles. Rainbows when you reflect water and bubbles and sun in the sky. If there is a sun, which I guess may be a lamp, but who knows?
I feel like this is all a big ploy to save the bubble dinos.
that? I think that's totally fucking fine.
Alright. That's fine.
Cool. So that's a good thing, right?
Okay.
Yeah, because all the people that live on the cities just migrate with the cities, and it's also a spectacular event like Aurea Borealis.
Steam
Okay.
jams?
Did you just say that word?
Yeah.
Oh, God, why didn't I ban all memes?
Aurora Borealis?
Aurora Borealis, huh?
At this time of year, in this water bottle?
Stop it.
No.
Stop it. Stop. Stop. Just don't. Just don't do this to me. Okay, so
Anyway.
so it seems like the sippening takes out all of the established cities that are not on dinosaurs. Is
And
that
some of
what
the
we're going
mermaid
on?
ones seem alright. Also,
Actually,
Captain
yeah, the mermaid
Igneous
ones.
gets laid.
Captain
Everything-
Igneous might get laid.
Everything gets sloshed around, but some stuff doesn't get destroyed, because if you think about it, the water turns underneath everything that's on the top of it, although some things that are in the air may end up underneath the water in the end.
Yeah, or stuff that's at the very bottom of the bottle doesn't really get jostled that much. Just
Or it
kinda-
ends up in the air.
or it ends up in the air.
If I completely slam this shit, if I flip the bottle completely upside down and I just chug it, then everything that was at the bottom is now at the top and vice versa. A
Yeah.
particularly violent swig and just mass genocide. But I don't.
But you
drink
wouldn't
like
do
that.
that because you're a
But-
benevolent and good deity, right?
But this
I mean,
is
that's
the
just
sippening,
Who does that
not
with water?
the violent swiggening. So
The swiggening.
I think that
I
we're
like
good
it. The
this time.
sippening and the swiggening. At what point does he pour one out for his homies? Oh my god, this is great.
So I guess it's Hootie's thing, right?
Yeah, it's my go.
You
so.
gotta place one more thing.
Okay. That's fine. So hmm. Let's why don't we do an event, and it's a bad thing, and we'll say that Great Colin drops the bottle. And
I actually did spill my water bottle earlier today. It went all over my desk. It was awful.
The bottle falls from Great Colin's hands, and he manages to catch it, but he sloshes himself.
Oh, that's fucking
And-
weird.
Yes.
I got mermaid all over me.
You got a whole bunch of weird different species all over you.
Oh god.
And then I will also add a scene in there where the the Great Colin changes his shirt, and this is
Hootie?
where it gets really weird.
Why are you adding a wet t-shirt contest to our story?
So
Why am I the main
the
protagonist of that
The
story?
deity in
Hootie?
question finds that his wardrobe has been soiled, and he
Hootie?
goes off to change his shirt. His presence, or lack thereof, is felt throughout the bottle, and people begin to panic. Done.
You alright?
That's mine. So, yeah, that's what happens. Lore.
Lore happens.
So, Colin, what legacy would you like to take or create from what you have here? Can be anything.
I'm tossing up between. I mean, I don't really get legacy. Like, I don't really get what. So we need to talk about it again. Is what happens with it. Like, I feel like that just sort of happens. Like, the entire world was like vastly changed just now, and also you're writing ERP about me while I'm here. I mean, I have almost exclusive.
You'd write it in the note column. Just saying.
I'm gonna go with that. We're gonna cover the fact that the Great Sippening happened. I feel like that's the most important part of the bottle opened period.
Okay. So you.
I think the sippening and the swiggening need to be different things.
I think they definitely can be. I think we can establish those, but
How do you spell sippening?
Sippening.
Oh, there's an E in there.
So wait, the sippening is your legacy?
Yeah, what? How does this work?
I'm asking what your legacy is. It's a common thread that may stretch through time and influence history, can take a lot of forms.
Okay, how about
objects.
half hermit or mermaids?
Oh, okay. So you want to do mermaids?
Yeah, let's do half mermaid, half man.
Oh, okay. Half mermaid, half man. Done.
Yeah.
All right. So then I believe you also get to establish an event or a dictated scene that relates to one of the legacies. It can be either yours or it could be Jen's Bubble Dinosaurs.
So this is an event that I put somewhere?
This can be either an event or a dictated scene that pertains to either your legacy or Jen's legacy.
Okay. I'm gonna say that. Fuck. The Bubble Dinosaur City thing is seen as a really good idea, and also like the weird panic sex between the humans and the mermaids was. Tilda is laughing in the background because she doesn't have context for anything that I'm saying right now.
Is the event that Igneous gets laid?
Yeah, Igneous gets laid. This happens after the migration, but before the bottle drop.
Okay.
The laning, if you will. That's a
The
scene.
laning,
We don't need to
no.
roleplay it out. That'd be fucking weird, and we're not. We're just gonna resolve the scene and say it happened.
I'm the laning. Oh my god. Everything needs to be the blankening.
Did I spell that right?
I'm certain you did. I'm certain you did. I'm not even gonna look at it. That's how sure I am of you. That's perfect. Hey Nemo, you're okay. You're okay, Bubby. Here. Help us make history, dude. What would you do if you had a water bottle?
Merhumans.
Mermans?
Merhumans. Mermans.
Hermaids? Humaids? Humaids?
Merhumans.
Humaids?
Merhumans. I'm gonna go with merhumans.
Merhumans?
Merhumans.
We're not a very creative bunch in this water bottle.
Everyone's named after what time they were born.
Everyone's named after a time. When we found an entirely new race of people, we just kind of like lazily
them
mashed
together.
their names together.
They did that with half elves. They didn't even just. They just. Yeah, you're half an elf and half something else. I got a name for you. Half elf.
Yeah.
Some guy goes, "Well, I just had sex with an orc. What do we call that?"
Yeah. I guess we never did establish. Are these mermaids? Are these mer people like our traditional kind of mermaid that we would normally think about, like our Little Mermaid or whatnot, or are they different?
I mean, I feel like Jen introduced them, so I want Jen
Yeah,
to
I feel like
decide.
Jen should have a better idea of it.
Jen, what do the mermaids look like before they get banged?
That's a very poignant question.
Yeah.
I have a good visual aid for this. Hang on.
Are they reverse mermaids?
Are
They actually fish most of the time, but then during spawning season they grow their legs and they can swim with the fire?
No.
I didn't make most of this up. Don't be mad at me about it.
The best part about this game,
the wet T-shirt contest is Hootie's problem. He made that. I
actually,
didn't do this.
Actually, that's your problem, so to speak.
It's my problem because you made it my problem. You decided that I was involved in a wet T-shirt contest.
You did not put yourself down in the no, pal.
I didn't think that was a thing that was going to happen.
That's the entire reason you put it down.
Like I could just say anything is a no. What? No.
What?
Like I mean like, okay. No, it's fine. No, it's fine. We're past the time where I can say that it's not cool to have me have a wet T-shirt contest.
Okay.
So this is fine. This is fine.
Okay. Okay. So you did a thing with that. Okay.
Oh,
now I'm gonna give the
Wait, no. Where is the laning was a good thing.
Good.
It brings forth a new era of peace between the mermaids and the humans.
They don't see them as disgusting half-breed children, or
I don't know. Just people are into weird shit.
we can be very accepting in this bottle. I feel
they
like
can be accepting in this bottle. I mean, like time moves fast, so like they're like for like a minute everyone's like weird about it, but the next generation's cool about it, and the generation after that's like, why was this even an issue? But like everything's happening so fucking fast that people are trying to be old fogies about stuff, but they don't have time.
Huh. I dig it. So, unfortunately, this will probably have to be our last turn.
Yeah,
because it's getting late. But Jen, you have full discretion as to whether you would like to go just completely ham on the reason that the end of time happened, or whatever else. If we want to end this like tonight, Or we can also just sort of save this and maybe pick it up at another time if we want to continue on with this history.
You can create a period or event wherever you want.
Oh
At
God!
this point, I
hydrated
need to have
bot.
had 8 ounces of water. The people
No!
are dying, Jin. Make a decision.
Are they dying or are they?
I mean, Hydration Bot says that I need to have doubled my water intake at this point, and I haven't done that.
Yeah, but are they dying or are they just being introduced?
No, I think they're dying.
I'm gonna say they're dying because I don't want there to be some weird fetish art, okay?
People, focus on the event of him taking his shirt off. Nothing else.
No, Hootie, stop!
That's all I want the art to be at this point.
Hootie, you're making the ships true. Don't.
Just shirtless Colin.
No, don't, no, don't.
No, I'm never gonna be on one of your streams again.
You're banned. Get out of here. Oh, I got water all over my shirt. I have to go change, guys. Prince G, thank you for 11 months of support.
Oh my goodness. A giant censored symbol. You got it. Thank you. All right. All right, Jen. Where do you want to focus for our last turn?
Jin.
We could go back to the bottom of the bottle again.
Okay.
Where do you want that in our history? Is that a period or an event?
That's...
We're not doing Rev 4. They're all dead as soon as they get inside my body.
I mean, you guys had to make it weird. It didn't have to be weird.
I didn't make it weird.
Me neither.
Yeah. Yes, you did.
I didn't
You
do
kind
shit.
of made it weird.
I
but-
did not. I refuse.
Well,
Use what exactly? Denial of making it weird?
I deny everything.
now it's Snuff 4. What? What? What?
All right, Jen. Just stop. Just
No, Jin, help.
Just ignore it.
Help.
Jen, you get to make a. You declare the focus, and then you can make a period, event, or scene.
The focus is the bottom of the bottle. Maybe after the sippening, and that's when
Is that
the
before?
liquid settles and demons start coming out of it.
So is this a period, or do you want to add that to the dark liquid? Is that backwash, or is that a Coke that I've added?
And you add it to your
you.
water.
You could put that there, or you could put that like before or after like the events that we've got right now.
I would say it's a period that happens after the Great Sippening, but before the end of the world.
Okay.
Okay. So the big question is the dark liquid in there now or no?
Yeah, the dark liquid is in there, and it's rested at the bottom of the bottle, which is why it's after the sippening, because it's the
Okay.
settling.
Okay. So what happens with the water then? So what happens during this period? Is it a good period or a bad period?
It's bad because demons start spawning out of the liquid.
Oh god, demons. Okay. So demons start spawning. That's freaky. All right. Do they do anything specific? They attack? They
Well, demons was a theme, but now I'm thinking old gods, and they're not really demons.
I mean,
They're Cthulhian horrors. So maybe it could be both.
I'm fine with that.
Cthulhu horrors and demons. What do? They plague the cities? Do they dive to the depths and terrorize? Do they sell you snake oil? What do they do?
Right now, they're at a very basic period in their development where they're just maybe fighting amongst themselves for power, and most likely the old gods will fall asleep because they seem to do that a lot.
Okay. So demons have spawned. Did you want to do like an event within that period as well, or do you want us to pass it off to us?
You guys can do what you want.
Okay.
Okay.
Um. Hmm.
Do you know how to add an event in there, Hootie?
Hmm. Um. Hmm. uh. I don't really know.
I don't really know what to do with this.
So I'll say that I'll say during this event it's something bad, and I'll say the cities of man are overrun, and that the demon seize the capitals of the human realm,
Yeah. And they're weird mer-humans.
and they're weird merhumans.
Mer-humans. What about the flying ones? Like, what about the flying dinosaur cities? Bubble dinosaur cities. Are they okay from the dinosaurs?
The
Or, I mean,
bubble
demons?
dinosaurs begin to listen to the evil whispers of the demons and slowly become evil. Okay, cool. Sow the seeds of corruption. The demons are here.
Okay.
Right. That's what I got. What do you got?
Fuck.
Is there any ray of light in this story? Everything bad has been happening. It all started with you changing your shirt.
Things were okay there for a minute. Like, if you look, just like things changed like about halfway through our timeline to get really shit. Hydration bot demands more sacrifices.
Whoa. I just had an idea.
Okay.
I just had a thought.
Mm-hmm.
So you've been drinking the water this entire time.
Yeah.
And then you left before the dark liquid was added. And in the card there, it does not state that the Great Colin adds the dark liquid. It simply says the being that opened the bottle, meaning it could have been something else that opened the bottle, and you just drank
left
from
it open. Yeah.
Yeah. There could be a second player in this.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Who's adding shit to my drink?
Who is adding shit to your drink?
Why are they adding roofies and or Kool-Aid to my water? What? What, Hootie?
What?
Vinny cannot. It cannot be Vinny or SpongeBob. Colin's jealous coworker Mark. What? I don't think we need to know that. It's
a great tildening.
All right. Let's see. I gotta make it an event that happens somewhere in the demon spawning time, I guess.
You could just have a new shirt on.
I'm gonna say that the reason that they spawned in the first place was the water bottle. It started getting like more and more empty.
Okay.
And I'm gonna put this beforehand. The more I drink, the more empty it becomes, and so the stuff at the bottom of the bottle that no one ever like really explored because it was too far down and the pressure killed any of the people that went down. Didn't know them, like didn't know that they were down there. but now
Oh.
like they're like right at the bottom of the ocean or the water bottle, and things are starting to get scary. So I'm gonna say the water bottle is to the point that the things at the bottom of the water are interacting with the humans and the mermaids and the bubble dinosaurs and the merhumans. So specifically, what's happened, I guess, is the water bottle. Okay, yeah, there you go. That's it. What you just wrote. I think. Oh shit.
Oh, God.
Oh God! What did I do? I hit Control Z. Okay, that's fine. That worked.
Okay, that works. All right.
To the point where the bottle is primed for bottle flips. No, we're not doing a bottle flip. All right. So that's why they emerged, was because of that. Yeah, I'm all right with that. Also, I'm being poisoned, and we haven't really discussed that at all. But all right, go ahead, Jin. Just gonna drink my water here.
This is too meta. I can't get beyond the idea that this is happening about a water bottle and you're drinking your water bottle.
If it makes you feel any better, it's actually a Texas Spring water bottle from Hill Country Fair, which is the local store chain generic of just water.
Yeah, that's my snoot. Jen, would you want to add something to your timeline again, being you're the lens?
About the demons and how they're attacking the Earth, or not the Earth, but their Earth, I guess. Their world.
Yeah, you can add something during that period, or yeah, even be a nested thing.
Yeah, you could throw a scene in there.
Did they enslave the humans? Did you say that?
They demonically convinced the bubble dinosaurs to become evil, but that's about all we've discussed.
Yeah.
That would mean that the bubble dinosaurs who couldn't resist their corruption would dive into the water, taking entire cities down with them.
Oh fuck, that's so dark.
That's our history, man. Life is short. Name your kid after the time. No, I'm gonna name my kid 858. Just rolls off the tongue. Okay, so damn, so that's pretty rough. Is that an event or a scene, Jen?
My name's 858, but you can call me 58. 8 is my father's name.
8's my father's name.
I guess it's a scene because you could say that some of the older, wiser bubble dinosaurs are strong enough to resist corruption from demons because the demons aren't as strong as the bubble dinosaurs are as a race. So you need like a lot of demons. So maybe they all got to a bunch of them got together and did like a summoning circle or something one day to try and take down one of the weaker bubble dinosaur cities by corrupting the bubble dinosaur.
420 is well known to be an asshole name. Sort of like Chad. Everyone named Chad is a dick.
Unbreakable circle of strength that allows them to fight back. So I guess that's actually a good thing then? Is that a light event? A light scene?
It's a light scene because when the mermaid people hear that one of the bubble dinosaurs has become corrupted and is gonna try and destroy the entire city by dragging it underneath the water, they get together with their siren friends and let out a siren song to deflect evil magic that's trying to corrupt the bubble dragons, and then they realize that they can use that to fight back against the demons. The song that
Okay.
calls down upon the light, and then the tide of the war is slightly turned because they realize that the demons have a weakness, and that's what it is.
Nice. Good stuff. All right. Wow.
All right.
For that, I'm going to choose a legacy,
Uh-huh.
and my legacy is going to be shirtless Colin.
Hootie, that was not. You cannot do that literally because that was not discussed within this period.
Actually, I can. But
That is-
instead of shirtless, I will simply say the great Colin because I actually find him fascinating. All right.
So it is 11:02 my time. Genocide is happening.
You can't skip me out. I got to finish my legacy.
Okay.
Man.
Oh, you've got to finish your legacy.
I got to explore my legacy. I
right.
got to
forget how
create an
legacy
event
works.
or a dictated scene that relates to one of my legacies.
Oh God. Yeah. What is it, Hootie?
Well, I mean, we've done a lot with the bubble dinosaurs.
Yes.
And the half mermaid, half men have a pretty rich history already.
They do.
Even though they've just been established.
Yes. We
So-
really haven't talked about them at all. We've more just mentioned the concept. But yeah, go off.
So I want to talk about the Great Colin for a second. And I want to insert insert a event that happens at the very end.
Uh-huh.
And the water bottle is empty.
Right. Is this a good thing or a bad thing?
This is a good thing because Colin gets another bottle of water, and then we're done, and that's it. And that's the whole story.
All right. Okay. Well, that
That was
wraps
it.
up things. Why not I read off what we've got, and then I'll check over the Boru stuff that happened for this stream, and we'll look over the stuff again. So, for clarification, this entire story takes place inside a Fiji water bottle that I apparently own. The palette of yes things, the things that happened in this universe, are ancient volcanoes, demons, tropical rainfall, which we didn't see, seahorse cavalry, which we didn't really see, unexplored worlds, and bubble dinosaurs. In the no palette, Vinny and SpongeBob could not exist in this universe. At the beginning of time, the water bottle was full. And in the age of exploration, civilizations began to try and expand and seek out the edges of the universe. And they did. They found the edge of the universe, and it happened to be a plastic wall. The ship, captained by Captain Igneous, and his first mate and I guess Sparrow guy, 937, 938, ended up finding the edge and almost went insane. A new religion was formed around the blurry being on the outside of the bottle, called Colonism. They believe in one true being called Colin. Some people believe in it, some people don't. At about the same time, they end up finding the bubble dinosaurs, which are flying race of bubble dinosaurs that are discovered in ancient volcanoes and then tamed. And the person to tame it, the first one, via like How to Train Your Dragon, was Roxy Juleps. And it's not easy to do, but some like a group of people were able to do so. Back at the top, the next period was the the bottle opening. And the first Dino City is formed. So they put it on the back of a dino, or a like genetically modified bubble dino that had been bred for being a city. And so they put the city on top of it. And then the Great Sippening happened, which really sucked, and a lot of people died. But during that time, the Captain Igneous, who we were talking about before, ended up getting laid from a mermaid scout. And then some of the bubble cities migrated in order to not be sunk in the drinking. And then Igneous got laid. there's nothing really to discuss there. It just happened. After that, I dropped my water bottle. Ended up splashing myself with water. This is an event that Hootie made. And then I had to change my shirt because of that, which is also an event that Hootie made. His presence or lack thereof is felt throughout the bottle, and people begin to panic. Then an event that happened that seems super important but we didn't discuss. A dark liquid was added to the bottle. Well, I wasn't there, apparently. The demons spawn, and they're like Cthulhu-like horrors, and the water levels began to recede, and that's why they appeared, was because they're at the bottom of the bottle. Demons begin to seize control of the capitals of the human realm and the weird merhumans. The bubble dinosaurs begin to listen to the evil whispers of the demons, and so they start plunging themselves into the ocean and die. And like some of the dinos are able to like break out of it, or the merhumans attempt to deflect the evil magic, and they fight back with the dinosaurs. Did I get that right? I kind of didn't understand what was happening in that scene. Hello?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear any of that. Could you repeat it?
Hootie, I swear to fucking God, you were here for it. You can't do this to me.
I gave my wife the headphones. I didn't hear any of it. So
Okay.
Recap
What happened during the corrupted dino, this scene?
So, a bunch of demons got together because they realized that individually they weren't strong enough to corrupt a bubble dinosaur.
Right.
Because as a race, they're younger than bubble dinosaurs, so they don't have as much influence. So a bunch of really powerful ones got together and made like a summoning circle to corrupt one of the weakest ones. And the mermaids heard about it, so they enlisted their siren friends to sing a song that called upon the light to prevent this particular bubble dinosaur city from crashing into the water by singing. And then it turned the tide of the war because they found the demon's weakness. A weakness, anyway.
Okay. And then I literally just finished my bottle of water. So that happened. And then I missed this part, Hootie.
What are you talking about?
I didn't read this part.
This
So wait, the
part
poison
is-
didn't kill me, but I choked on water? You mean I drowned?
Yeah.
That's what choking on water is. It's drowning, Hootie. You meant I drowned.
I'm just saying you may not have actually opened the bottle. I'm saying that you don't know how to open the bottle, and it was just serendipity that someone else did it for you. So you actually choke on this one.
So you mean I just like shove it into my throat? The whole bottle?
Yeah.
Fuck you.
I don't know what's inspiring me to be so malicious towards you right now. I'm sorry.
All right. That's fine. And that's how our story ends. I die. I attempted to deep throat a Fuji bottle.
I'm sorry. There are a lot of people who are like, I don't know how he finds this funny. It's like I think it's just because it's Rev. Like I think that's the only reason why I find it so funny. It's just so very out of character.
Hootie does need a timeout.
I do not need a time.
So let's check the Boru. We've got this one from Joey. This one we showed last time, but we're gonna show again because I don't know, I did. It's of me drinking coffee, not water, and I can drink coffee because it's open already. Isn't that nice?
That actually works.
Okay. Oh, okay. I guess we're done checking the Boru then.
Oh God! You can reset that.
Anyway.
Sorry.
You're fine. It's okay. I just gotta go deep throw a water bottle here in a minute. So...
Said it.
Then we've got this one from Pharos. It's of my shroom and Vinny's and Yule's, which is cool. I like it. And then I believe that's all the art that we haven't seen yet. We got this one from Joey again, of Jid looking at the water bottle, which I own. Then we got the universe that Medi drew. Then we've got the Vinesauce album Bep from REN. It's got me, Vinny, and Yol on it. And then we've got the first boat to explore the edge of the world, the ship that touched the edge via Medi. So
Cool.
Thank you guys for the art. Thank you for I am going to figure out how to moderate the board and delete any shirtless revs that are posted. Thank you for creating a whole new kink for you just made kinks this entire time.
I did not.
I'm sorry, did
not.
I just bore an entire civilization?
No, just saying that in mythic lore, gods will consume life and they will dispense death and vice versa. And by not inserting that within the rich context of a historical structure, you invalidate.
You made me deep throat a bottle of Fuji water.
I did not use that specific term. I simply said that you choked on it. Joseph Campbell would have a lot to say about this particular instance, and he actually would probably mark you down as a martyr god in a way. I think it's a very rich history that we have developed for you.
I think we have, yes. Anyway, this stream
Can we talk more about the shirt?
No, that is not, I don't see where we decided to expand on that. Do you see where we expanded on that? Because I see we mentioned it, and then that just didn't get a legacy, did it?
That simply just meant that there was a specific hole that was left there for civilizations to fill in later periods of their lives. This is all official Rev lore. I'm just telling the stories that need to be told here, people.
Well, this story
You
was
notice
told.
how Jen hasn't said anything? She's completely done.
I don't know how you respond to this shit. What do you say when your friend makes some weird vor, like...
You made this weird. I just
I'm sorry,
made you
was
a...
I the one who decided I was God? I don't think so.
I made you a god.
Let me
And this is how you do. This is how you take it.
Let me reread this thing. Let's see.
Okay.
A new civilization is formed. Who wrote this one? It says Hootie on here. What's your name? I've forgotten.
Okay, hold on. Wait. Hold on. Which one? Which one are you?
This one right here. This one right here.
Okay,
What does that say?
I see a religion that's called Colonism, and they believe in one true Colin.
Yes.
I don't believe that I stated that the language system that they use specifically pertains to Colin being an individual that exists within our universe.
Listen, you avocado-loving fuck. You were the one who named him Colin. You cannot deny that. There's... How many Collins do you know?
I know a Rev. Does that count? Yeah, maybe you're not even the true Colin, dude. You can't even open a bottle of water.
Oh, God.
Oh. Jen, where... Oh, God.
When my friends make weird porn of me, I say thank you.
For context, my sweetheart, she said, when my friends make weird porn of me, I say thank you.
Yeah, wow, someone's ungrateful.
You're in the minority on this one, dude. Like, you could ask the whole chat if they wanted to become a god, and they'd all say yes. Did you just... Yeah, you did.
Ray, when someone asks you if you're a god, you say yes.
Yes. You say yes.
This is not how I thought I'd end this stream. Thanks,
Hey,
Hootie.
you remember the rules. You remember the rules.
I remember the
The
rules.
game will never end in the way that you think that it will.
That's, you know what?
That's not how history works.
when I started this stream, I was telling them about this. I was like, guys, I found this cool game. We're gonna do it. If you guys want to join me, you know, it's either gonna be really good or it's gonna be a complete shitstorm. You know, and
I also asked. I said, so how silly should we get, Rev? And you said, oh, I don't think there are any limits.
this is what I get for Gerald, isn't it?
I have not paid you back for Gerald.
Or Randus. No.
Or Randus. No, this is not your payback for that.
Oh, okay.
That will come later in life.
Okay.
That will come later.
Okay.
Don't get me started.
Okay.
Don't get me started. This was fun, though.
This was fun. I'd like to do it
was
again
a
if
lot
you
of fun.
guys. I think it would be cool to get some other people.
I think
in on
that would
this.
be really fun. I think that would be great. Yeah, getting like between 4 and 6 people playing this, I think that could really make an interesting, rich kind of history.
I think this is. I mean, I was saying it. I think we need at least 3 people for this, and I think 3 is probably the minimum for it because it would get too formulaic with 1 or 2 people.
Mm.
Like I feel like there wouldn't be enough arguments and enough weird shit. So I think this was good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. This I think the only barrier that I saw to this particular game was the fact that the entire way of playing it is so conceptual
Yeah.
that you have to break it down into those terms in order to define the game itself. And even then, it's like a lot of this was basically saying, hey, here's how you play imagination. Only here are the rules based upon the lexicon that you need to use.
I mean, that's how D&D works as well. It's imagination with a rule set.
Correct. That is correct. It is at its heart imagination with a rule set. The rule set seems to take over quite a bit of it because it's, you know, how combat works. But
Right. I feel like the rule set's much looser in this than D&D. Because, like, combat, I could just be like, I fucking win.
it's funny how simplistic and how complex you make a thing the moment that you put combat in it.
And Jen
Or
is
the
gone.
moment that you take combat out. Jen was wonderful. Jen was
Yes.
wonderful as always. And even though she is missing from the table here, which is laying in a field, she did wonderfully. And the bubble dinosaurs were a great touch.
This was fun. We ought to do it again sometime.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Can I bring back the Great Colin during that time?
No, that's a different universe. And unless if we're doing...
Gods can exist in multiple universes. That's why they're gods. Have
know what?
Seen
If the-
Dragon Ball?
I haven't seen past, like, the Majin Buu arc, to be honest. Like, was Cell before or
That's
after
where
that?
That's where everyone stops.
Because
that's
it's
where
like, I get what's going to happen in the next one. We're going to
Yeah,
spend an
you know,
entire season training to get to the next power level, which we didn't even think was a thing, but now everyone's just doing because it's the new popular thing, like fucking scooters. You remember Razor scooters back in the day? Anyway.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, it's like that, except for it's a new power level, so you can kick someone's ass. And then they do that, and then a bunch of people die, and they all try and figure out the weirdest way to say, I want everyone who died back. And then they do that, and Goku is a shit dad the whole time.
But that's basically all of Nordic mythology too.
You just blew my mind.
The parallels between all those is
Between Nordic...
they're telling the same story all the time. The only difference is that Goku eats a lot of food, and Vegeta's now a dad.
Vegeta was an okay dad, aside from, like, the child abuse thing.
Everyone looks like an okay dad the moment you put him next to Goku.
Yeah.
Jesus, I was dead when my son was raised. Good job, man. There's
Yeah.
a bar. There's a bar if I've ever seen. I'm
Yeah.
ranting. I've been in the big Dragon Ball kick. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
damn.
I'm sorry, wife. Every
Um,
god is a terrible dad. Yes, this is true.
Yeah.
Great power comes being a shitty father.
Yeah. I guess if you're
Yeah.
like a benevolent being that like controls all of existence, if you don't like perfectly create your son's life, down to the last thing, then you give him free will. So it's like, do you want free will or do you want your life to be shit? Because those are your choices right now. Also,
Yeah.
Goku canonically never kissed his wife.
That's what?
Yeah, he says so. Like, Vegeta's like, do you ever kiss her or something like that? And he just says no. He just banged her and then died.
Maybe he died while banging her.
It's a part of Dragon Ball lore that I missed at some point. Maybe they'll cover it in the next few episodes.
Yeah.
Every father was a better father. That like literally there was no person.
Piccolo was the best dad.
They were. That's why they put so many riffs on it in the fighting game. You play the fighting game, and everybody like gives Goku the side eye, going like, "You're like the worst dad in the universe."
That's awesome.
And also the worst granddad.
Oh God, yeah. I guess he has children's children, also known as grandchildren.
Yeah, there's a whole scene where he meets Vegeta, and Bulma's about to have her second child, and Vegeta's like, I can't go train, idiot. My child's about to be born. I can't, my wife would kill me if I tried to leave and train. He's like, huh, I was dead when Goten was born. Huh, that's weird. Anyways, do you want to go train with me?
Yeah.
Like a goldfish.
Yeah.
Okay, I've talked enough about Dragon Ball. I'm
I
definitely
feel like
opening
the
up
end of this
doors that I
stream
shouldn't
needed
be.
that.
Maybe. Can we talk about Colin, though?
No, I think we're good. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna who's live right now? Anyone?
You're live.
Yeah, I am. Who else is live?
Oh, sorry. You may know the
Fred
people.
and Vinny are. I'm gonna host Fred.
Sounds
Because
good.
I don't know. Just will. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, let me know. If you didn't, let me know. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a good night. Thank you, Hootie, despite your weird shit. And thank you, Jen, for not being weird.
For keeping it real.
For keeping it real.
I trust Jen for keeping it real.
Jen is very good at keeping it real.
Email me your shirtless Colin pics. Bye.
No, shut
See
up,
you later.
Boots. No. Bye, everyone.